There's theory and there's practicality. I have to say, I mean, this book is, it is a guideline. It is a playbook. It is an instructional manual for really figuring out the value of your customers before you even start applying any methodology to leverage that. It's auditing your customer base, and all the things that you should be considering and doing. But Pete, do you expect people to do that? I mean, it's pretty complex stuff. I mean, other than the largest of brands out there, what do you want your readers to take away after reading this book? Do you think this book will help them do this kind of analysis on their own, or will that at least make them think
Love it.
about working with somebody like yourself or other people in the valuation world to help them along that journey?
So it kind of goes back to the discussion we had about customer centricity as a whole, which is a lot of them are doing some of this stuff already. So every time I post something on LinkedIn about the book, I'll get all these comments from people saying, I'm already doing a bunch of this kind of stuff. Thanks for justifying it and giving me some other things to think about. So part of it are the people who are waking up and smelling the data. And again, you mentioned a lot of folks starting to do that. Others will be getting them to wake up and smell the data if they've been, for whatever reason, resisting all along. I'll be the first to admit that if you read the book, it's not instantly obvious how to do all those analyses. And that's why we're working on a follow-up book right now. It's kind of it's almost the cookbook companion to this one.
Good.
So now that you understand what all those analyses are, and we haven't even gotten into the details, the 5 lenses and cohorts and what all the stuff in the book. So let's show you in Excel how you can actually replicate each of these different kinds of graphs and tables on your own data. This is the course that Bruce Hardy and Michael Ross are teaching over in London Business School. And their students, now granted, those are MBA students, they're might be slightly different than the business owners you're talking about, but they find it eye-opening. Some of them say this should be our core marketing course. We don't need to learn about 4Ps and all that kind of stuff. We need to learn how to frame our data to make the best argument about tactics and strategies. So yes, I do want this to change the way people are doing business across the board, big and small, B2B, B2C. And I really do believe that not tomorrow, not the day after, not a year from now, but a generation from now, as the next generation start taking over these businesses and they're much more data savvy and they're asking these questions and leaning into them and not doing it reluctantly, they will be doing this kind of thing on a regular basis, both for internal and external purposes. And I'd love to get some credit for that, but I just want to see it happen regardless of who's guiding them along the way.